like we don't need it that big. But see, we need this to where I can see.
What, to make sure that the camera don't go crazy?
Yeah, I'll put this right here. Right? That seems fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're up at the top.
Real Camp Talk, Season 2.
Episode.
This is Camp Chaos, motherfucker.
Yeah, welcome to Camp Chaos, finding your people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Important.
Yeah, today's episode is going to be about finding your people. And yeah, let's just get it. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Real. All right. So
yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Real Camp Talk Season 2. If you survived Season 1, congratulations, because mental toughness is clearly one of your strong points.
Yeah, that's a fact. And if you guys didn't get a chance to listen to Season 1, don't worry about it. Season 2's here. We're only going to get better from here on out. You know, we're kind of like toddlers learning how to walk. A little shaky at first, a few falls, but...
Yeah. Hey, we know how to fall with style,
that's
bro.
That's right.
But all right, let's kick off Season 2 right. I'm Tony. Yes, before anybody asks, I'm still sipping bourbon, just not as much. I'm pacing myself this season. Think it's a smart thing to do. I'm very focused and got some positive things to get off.
Good way to start.
Yeah.
Good way to start, man.
Yeah, because, I know I have my own version of moderation.
Yeah, your version of moderation be like sipping whiskey while the camera's looking at you. Security camera's looking at you. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, look, man. We ain't all
like hide it like this.
Look, man, we ain't all winners. We ain't all winners. It's called maturity, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's fine. We'll go ahead and make this your maturity episode then to kick off the season.
All right. Well, why don't you start us off with something fun then?
Well, I got something. I don't know how much you guys might know about dolphins, but, they're a little smarter than you might imagine.
Yeah, I don't know anything about dolphins.
Dolphins can do a couple of cool things. They actually have names for one another. And you wouldn't think they say dolphins whistle being underwater, but each dolphin's got its own little sound that they respond to from other dolphins. So they got names, man.
So like what you're saying is like they invented the caller ID.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Well before we did.
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, so like, dolphins we're like, what you doing, thinking that's enough communication.
Yeah. Yeah. Dolphins got a little more emotional intelligence.
Yeah. They're like, hey, here's the whistle for Richard over there.
Yeah.
5 miles away. I wonder how long they can.
Well, they say sound travels further through solids like water and the ground. So I imagine they could hear from quite a ways away.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So, today's episode is simple. This is just, we're talking about how to find your people, keep the people, and stop chasing people who really don't want to rock with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everybody does that growing up. And sometimes people don't even ever grow out of that. They don't know how to search for the right people when the right people might be right in front of you the whole time,
Yeah. I mean, you're out here trying to get validation from folks who wouldn't even visit you in the hospital.
Exactly.
Even if you did get attacked by a raccoon, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what it is, man, you could have got a nail in your foot. They ain't coming to see you, man.
Yeah, but the right people will show up for you. You just got to look long enough.
Yeah, like my boy Dylan.
To notice them,
Like my boy Dylan, he showed up, man. Yeah. I can't say enough about this guy.
Hey, man, likewise.
But before we get into the heavy stuff, I think let's get into something a little bit real. I want to challenge you guys to stop saying like, I'll start Monday. We all go through this, and I know this has been beat up a whole bunch of times, but like at the end of the day, when we really want to make change in our lives, it starts with today, because Monday doesn't even like you, bro.
Monday's toxic energy, man. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, really. Like if you want to feel better, like just start small, make you a tiny list, the smallest list in the history of all lists, like 3 to 5 things that you could think of that you're already going to do.
Simple stuff.
Make you a list, the adult starter pack.
Right. You know, it could be as simple as brushing your teeth, folding some clothes, picking up something off the ground. You know, it's just little things
Yeah.
that you're able to accomplish.
Yeah, but look, don't go in there talking about fix my entire life today. You'll pass out, bro.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's just an unrealistic overhaul of accomplishments in a single time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to stretch it out.
Yeah. So, and when you do it, like for real, write it down. Like I have a board at the shop. I'm staring at it right now. And, you know, I have things that I write up there, things that are pending, things that I need to take care of. You know, but when you finish those things, cross them out, big bold line, you know, or erase it. That's my favorite thing. I like to put it on the dry erase board and erase it.
Yeah, you know, the feeling of accomplishment.
It's that's done. I don't have to do that anymore.
That legal
and at times,
dopamine, man.
like for me, you know, being a business owner, I might have 20 things on my board. So it is nothing greater. There's not a greater feeling than like, you know, writing all that stuff down and coming back and just crossing it off. I'm like, yes, that's one less thing I got to deal with, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's moving in the right direction is what it is.
Yeah. But, you know, and if you do this and it doesn't work for you, then you might not listen to us
Yeah,
anymore.
you might not be interested, you know?
We might not know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, go listen to a whale or something.
That's right. Go listen to a whale. Be with the dolphins. Maybe they could teach you something.
For real, right?
Everyone's had a moment, though, growing up where, you know, you feel alone. Even if you're in a room full of people, you might not have it figured out, trying to figure yourself out. You know, it's just one of the things that...
Yeah, I mean, like, especially when you're young.
Yeah.
You know, you think of everybody else, like, has their life figured out. You know, I remember staring several times, like, man, they got the car, they got the clothes, they got everything, you know? And it's like, why does it feel my life stuck in a loading screen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're not alone, though, man. It's just what your brain's lying to you. You just caught up in the moment, can't see past certain things.
Yeah, for sure. You got any stories, like, when you were younger of, you know, where you might have felt left out or...
Well... In a sense, yeah, left out. It's you know, part of that whole finding the wrong people.
Yeah, finding your
kind
people.
of attention because there was this one time when I was younger and I was just trying to get attention from everybody, validation, if you will, from people, whether it was a laugh or whatever, a high five, you know, something simple and dumb. But, you know, one time I was on the bus and if you hear this, I'm not going to say your name, but I know you know who you are. And he was sitting in the seat in front of me, and I thought it would just be funny. And I took a ink pen, I opened it up, and I blew the ink in this kid's hair.
Dude,
bro,
that's raw, bro.
In the moment, hilarious, but at the expense of somebody else. And even though I was getting all those laughs, it wasn't right. But me and him actually ended up becoming cool friends. It was we had some moments though.
Yeah.
But that's all part of the whole finding the right people. Those people that are laughing at that kind of thing, they're probably not the best people to be around.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think there's a lot of people that I overlooked, you know, that when I was younger. Like there was one instance where when I moved to Texas from Louisiana, it was a very big change. I had to go like from 30 people in my class to 6 people. We had one teacher. It was a big shock. So like, there wasn't a lot of people that I could even sit and observe, right? So I had to, but those people were genuine. Like those few 5 other people, were genuine. Like you know, there wasn't no drama because there wasn't enough of us,
right?
You know, and then, but it was like, you know, high school was a whole different story.
Yeah, because you got a whole bunch of people all trying to figure themselves out.
Yeah, and I try to be like, you know, I like. Correct me if I'm wrong, you know, I went to Teague High School and I felt like I never tried to make people feel that I was better than them. I tried to, you know, be mutual from, you know, the book club or yearbook club to the, you know, athletics department. Like it didn't matter. I tried to treat everyone the same. And, you know, but there were those times where I felt like some people wanted me to come hang out with them. And I felt like I would have gone through so much less stress and drama if I would have gone that route versus trying to hang out with these cool kids, because, you're looking for people that bring peace to you, not pressure, who check on you, that don't judge you, the people who laugh with you, not at you. You know what I mean? We all wanted to be a part of that cool group, and we're getting made fun of and this and that. Sometimes it's fun and games, but sometimes man, people's feelings can get really hurt, and then that's when people, coop it up and get crazy. So, the point of this is, if you're younger and you're going through a move and basically like you feel like you're alone and you don't have nobody there, like just look around. Sometimes instead of looking down, like you don't want to look at anybody, look up and see those people that are acknowledging you, and maybe go over there and talk to them. You never know who could be your friend. But anyways, and then on to the next segment, be a good friend. Like once you find those friends,
what you're looking for,
you gotta be the person that you're looking for. So, doing things for your people, like it doesn't have to be big either.
No,
I mean, it could be something that just a text,
send them a meme, you know what I'm saying? Bring them some food when they're hungry, struggling, something simple,
Yeah. I mean, be that friend you want to have.
Check on
them, sometimes you even have to cut people off.
I've had to do a fair share of that.
Yeah. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy, but these are the things that you got to do to look out for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's, this could be a touchy subject, but I try to look at this as a positive subject. Like, take something that you might feel negative and just look at it from a different point of view, because
right. If someone's going to drain you, disrespect you, or constantly makes you doubt yourself, what I mean? These are the things that you got to take into consideration.
Yeah, because sometimes like your family, no excuses, but sometimes your family could be busy and not be able to, not even see that you need that attention, but your friends out there, at those schools that, like I say, they may not be the cool kids or whatever, but, make sure you stick with those people, because those people right there will have your back for the rest of your life. It's always the ones that you don't want. And I don't know if it's like maybe an attraction thing or like if it's I don't know.
It's there's some gray area to that kind of stuff, man.
Because like, like people look up to these stars, right? If you're a star, you get looked up to often. And I feel like that's the most important place to be a good role model and tell this stuff that I'm telling. I don't even have a big platform right now, but I want to try to get one so that, I could tell my story and what I've been through to just help that next person out. But yeah, right?
Yeah, man, it's, you ever look back and just have some old friendships and think, man, how did I survive that? Because I've got a couple of them that I've had growing up that's put me through some stuff because, I'm trying to help the wrong people, thinking they're my friends. It just puts me in an unworldly bind.
Yeah, like, I can remember.
I've opened my doors to have people stay at my house.
Yeah, I can remember
when their parents kicked them out, and I had a house, and it's bad decision. Yeah. Some cases it might be okay, but what I experienced was not.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
I mean, not there, but I was there in your life. When one of those things.
We were
happened.
Talking on the phone and stuff at that time. We were, you were here, I was over there, and
right. Yeah, because it can get difficult. Like I say, once you, like for me, I abused my parents' kindness. Like I was lost. I didn't know what I was doing. And I didn't even understand the concept of money. So I'm just running and gunning and trying to figure it out. But it really took me till I was 35 years old until I really started getting serious about my personal self and taking care of me. And, because it's like you really can't take care of the next person until you take care of yourself.
That's right.
You really gotta be.
You got to put yourself in the right place. To be able to do that.
Yeah, because you're not alone.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? You just need to notice those people who are actually around you and see you.
And just like we were saying, you got to be the friend that you're hoping to find.
That's right.
You got to be yourself.
That's right.
The more fake you have in you, the more fake you're going to find.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's, we wanted to keep this episode short and sweet. We're kind of trying to make some points. Bear with us. We're going to, kind of just like touch on this stuff. We want to try to make it fun and everything. But if you're going through something and you got a story that you want to share with us, please reach out to us. We'd love to hear you. We can take phone calls in and get you on and,
put you right here on the podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Because everybody goes through everything and, you never know who's going to listen and may reach out to you and, help support you in a way that you didn't even know that they were willing to support you on.
Yeah.
And this is so much more. We've got some exciting announcements. Last month, we started a generator raffle. Shouts out to our sponsors, Waterfall Outlaws, At Home Electric. We're definitely trying to make a difference in the community. And so we started a generator raffle every month so that we can raise money for people in need. Like when storm damage rolls through Louisiana, East Texas, it happens a lot. If you're here, you know what I'm talking about. So there's been so many clients. A lot of our service work is 80% probably, repairs. So
storm repairs.
A very good percentage of those people are on fixed incomes. They don't have the budget. So what we're doing is raising money through generator raffles. We even take donations if you want to just donate. But we're going to do something special on this podcast this time. Right. So Dylan, you want to tell them about what we're going to do?
Yeah. So if you guys could just, on your Facebook page or where you can go ahead and like and comment at highlight, and then go to the YouTube channel as well and comment highlight on there. And that way it'll qualify you to be entered into the raffle to win it. And we will take the $10 per, because that's what it is. It's $10 for entry for the raffle tickets. And we will put that money in for you. And, for free, you could have the opportunity to win yourself a generator, and we're going to raffle the generator off once we reach 150 entries. Yeah. So once that's reached, whether it's a month, a week, with you guys' help, it just depends. That's when we'll do the raffle. And then whenever we find a winner, we'll find a way to get that generator to you.
Right. So if you have seen this at this point, now your last step is to go ahead and make that comment. We're going to go live on Facebook, announce it, to do the highlight. And then also you can either follow our Instagram pages, like follow all of our platforms, and also subscribe to our YouTube. That would be a way that you can enter, but we have to have that highlight and the follow or the comment on the YouTube channel. Because, we really want to raise awareness, and we're not trying to do this for the likes and follows. We're trying to do this to build the brand, build the audience, build the community up, to help one another out, because all of us have gone through something and all of us want to be up at the top. So, we're going to get on our positive attitude stuff, keep this going, and we'll even probably try to throw a few events. And just so you know, this generator that we're giving away next is going to be a Duramax 5500 dual fuel generator. Yeah. So it can hook up to propane or it can run on gasoline. This can run a very small AC unit. So if you have an RV or anything, you could hook this thing up to it and run it just fine.
Mm-hmm. Anybody out there hunting in the woods, need to plug up the camper, run some fans, get something going, get some lights going at camp.
Yeah.
Perfect for that.
For sure.
Manageable in size.
Yeah. Well, I hope everybody,
also,
what's that?
All copper windings.
Yeah. It's got all copper windings. Generator. Yeah. That warranty is where it's at. I mean,
5 years, right?
Yeah, you get 5-year warranty. Right. Most of the other generators you buy from like Harbor Freight, they're a 90-day warranty. They're nothing.
Yeah.
So they have aluminum windings in them. And if you want more detail on that, just feel free to visit our website, get my contact information, give me a call. I don't mind talking about electrical. I love it. We can do it all day.
That's right.
But anyways, we loved having y'all for the first episode of season 2. And we look forward to seeing you guys next time. Like I say, we could really use the support. So if you're hearing this and you know somebody that might need some motivation or just some words of wisdom or whatever, a good laugh, hey, just plug them in with us. And like I say, if y'all got a story, reach out to us. We'll hear you out. We can get a phone call in and let the people hear it. So, all right. Well, stay God blessed, and we'll see y'all next time.